It's the Real Glow here. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't, please go watch my last two videos. I really appreciate you guys' support. So I mainly created my channel to talk about my congested heart failure, and that's what today's video is about. Let's rewind back to 2017, November 20th, 2017. That's the day I had my daughter. She was beautiful. She came out completely healthy, no complications. We were truly blessed. The next day I was discharged, and that night actually I started having breathing trouble. I really could not breathe. I didn't get any sleep that night. I sat up. I couldn't lay down because I could not breathe. That morning, the next morning, which was Thanksgiving Day at 5 a.m., I told my mother-in-law, I was like, I need to go back to the hospital. Something isn't right. And I knew my body. I knew that something wasn't right. So we went to the hospital, and after hours and hours of running tests and stuff, they told me that I was being diagnosed with postpartum cardiomyopathy. I guess I was in shock because I didn't really respond. I kind of just thought about it. They kept me in the hospital for a week. And during that week, I was at war with God. I was asking him why would he do this to me when I had a beautiful baby who needed me, who depended on me, who loved me, who I loved back, and who I wanted to spend as much time as possible with getting to know. But I couldn't do that because I was stuck in the hospital dealing with health issues. I mean, she was there with me every night that I had to stay there, but it wasn't the same, you know? So I got out the hospital, and the whole 2018 I spent dealing with my postpartum cardiomyopathy. They changed my medicines many times. My medicines changed so much because they needed to make sure that they would work well with my body and with each other. You know, sometimes you can change your medicines, they work good with your body, but the medicines counteract with each other, so they didn't want that. So the medicines I'm on now are definitely working. This is as normal as can be for me. I haven't had to go into the hospital for a good 6 months now, maybe a little longer, and for that I am so grateful. Having congestive heart failure definitely is not easy. The symptoms are rough. 2018 was a year of learning for me about myself and my newfound disease. I had to deal with people asking me why I don't come out anymore, why I was always in, why I was never around. It was because I didn't feel good, you guys. When you don't feel good, you're not gonna do as much as you normally do. And that wasn't like me. I'm a person that's on the go always. But I was in and out of the hospital because I either took my medication wrong, I didn't take my medicine, or I had fluid overload. They ended up giving me a fluid limit and a sodium limit. I will definitely touch more on that in my next video. Fluid overload is basically where my body swelled up with fluid, especially in my abdomen, my legs, and my feet, and I kind of had it in my hands. While I had the fluid overload, I grew to weigh 270 pounds. That was the biggest I had ever been in my life. I was so obese for my height of only 5'5". So they ended up having to do a couple procedures where they pull the fluid out of your belly through a little tube. Finally, the last one worked, and they put me on the right diuretic. So I now weigh 140. The fluid medicine helped all of that water weight come off me, and it's helped me to keep it off. So I'm definitely thankful for that. And like I said, things have definitely leveled out for me because 2018 was a hectic year. I want to make sure I don't leave out anything. I'm trying to think of anything else that I can add to my postpartum cardiomyopathy journey up until now. When I went to the bigger hospital, they definitely were like asking me about heart transplant, this, that, and the other, and I was just like, is it really that bad? And I came to find out that my fracture rate was less than 20%. And for a normal person, your fracture rate is 50%. Less than 20%, that's really, really bad, guys. Like, that's almost on your deathbed bad. I even had a doctor ask me, how are you still going? I don't understand how you're still walking around. I looked at him and I said, by the grace of God, I pray and I just keep going because I have a little girl to live for. She's 1.5 now, and she gives me so much joy. Like, it's crazy. And I'm not gonna give up for anything. I'm not gonna give up going for her. You know, I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna fight this heart failure back as hard as I can because I feel like my time here definitely isn't over, and I am a Christian, so I feel like God's purpose for me has not been fulfilled, and he's let me know that more than once. Like, I got stuff to do here and I'm not going anywhere. If anything, this whole thing has gotten me so close to God. My relationship with him isn't where I want it to be, but it's better than what it was before congestive heart failure, and I thank him for that so much. Well, guys, I really don't know what else to include in this video. If you have any questions, please comment. I will answer them as much as I possibly can. If you have any questions about the heart failure, anything about that, I will try to answer them to my knowledge. Please like, comment, subscribe, and please visit my page again. Thank you, guys. Bye.